Now, pharmaceutical stocks across the world tumbled on Monday after Donald Trump signed an executive order to cut the price of prescription drugs in the US. Trump said the order would almost immediately reduce the prices of prescription drugs by between 30 to 80% and bring prices in line with other countries. It is Trump's latest efforts to try to rein in US prescription drug prices, which are 2 to 3 times higher on average than those in other developed nations. Trump said, "We're all going to pay the same. We're going to pay what Europe is going to pay." Let's bring in Dr. Adam Brown, healthcare industry expert and founder of ABIG Health. Dr. Brown, is it as simple as that?
No, it's not. I mean, who knew that healthcare was complicated, Sally? It's good to see you. But no, we need to understand something about this executive order. There's no obvious legal authority to mandate lowering of prices. And so what this would do is could make the US government look at regulatory actions and actions to increase or change the pricing structure of imported drugs that are coming from other countries. But it's not, of course, fully implemented at this point, and we likely will not see lower drug prices at the till tomorrow.
The pharmaceutical industry in the US is strong and powerful and has fought off this kind of action before now. Will they manage to override President Trump this time?
Well, we don't know the details of the executive order yet, but what we do know is that if drug prices in the US are fixed and this executive order is fully implemented, there's likely to be a strong defensive action that pharmaceutical companies will take. One of those is likely to be through the court system. That was done back in 2020 during the first Trump administration, and the courts said, you can't do that. And so that may be something that we see happen again. But the other thing is that if this is implemented, we may see drug companies increase prices in other countries where prices, as you had just mentioned, are somewhat lower, significantly lower for drugs across the board, and especially for those brand name drugs. I mean, just take, for example, insulin in the UK. It's about £5 for a vial of insulin versus in the United States where it's about £80. So there's a huge disparity. But that disparity means higher profitability for pharmaceutical companies. And if that disparity narrows and pharmaceutical companies cannot make up that profitability, they certainly are going to look at other levers to reduce their expenses, like reduce R&D costs and increase their revenues through increasing prices elsewhere. So while we are hearing from the president that this may directly impact the lowering of drug costs, I think that's going to take quite some time for us to see the results of that.